Hey guys, I wasn't planning on making this video, but in light of things that I've been researching and watching, it's just bothering me more and more as I think about it, and I figured I might as well just send this out to the people who sub to me, because as ridiculous as this may sound, I care about a lot of you guys, particularly those who I correspond with, because you guys happen to be really intelligent people and very clear thinkers, and well, I figured that this is the type of stuff that you guys happen to try to pay attention to and stay abreast of, so I might as well share it if you haven't seen this yet. I got a couple of links in the sidebar. I would like you guys to watch the links, absorb the information in them. If you need to, do some more research on it, and then come up with a fucking plan. I'm dead serious about this. Come up with a plan, because things are going from bad to worse. And as pessimistic as this may sound, I really don't think at this point there's any fucking thing that we can do about it. Nothing. The reason why I say this is because I know Americans, and I know the country that I've been living in ever since I was born. Americans are a docile, easily misled, and rather stupid lot. Not to mention rather superstitious as well. And plus, it's way past time to have been, just pretty much to have gotten the gumption or the balls or the daring to get up and try to do something about any of this. You know, from fighting back against the FISA law, fighting back against our eroding rights in this country, fighting back against the unjust laws that were going on, unjust wars that have been going on in our name. We don't even hold our criminals accountable anymore. Or sure, somebody who steals a TV or, you know, is being a misfit in a city, we'll happily arrest them. But when it comes to those who are higher up, those who have money or those who are in power, when they are caught red-handed breaking some of the highest laws of the state, never mind the fact that we can argue that the state is of course bullshit, but let's just deal with reality right now. We are in a state. There are laws in these states, and these laws were broken, and these motherfuckers are not being held accountable. And they know they're not going to be held accountable, and people just don't seem to want to push the issue. They know they can do whatever the fuck they want. And it's because of this atmosphere that things are now getting from bad to worse. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger here. I'm not trying to scare anyone, because that's not my intention. My only intention is to get people who actually give a damn to get a little bit more news about what's going on, and then do what the fuck it may take for them to be in a safe situation, or at least as prepared as possible for if shit goes nuts, because there is a high chance that it will. And I've been thinking this for years now. For those of you guys who might think I'm nuts, well, first check the links. But if you would like to explain first before checking the links, just put two and two together here. You don't really need a crystal ball or have to be some crazy conspiracy theorist type motherfucker or believe in tears to see that things are getting crazy. Consider, we have a government that even with new management, i.e. Obama, who's supposed to be all about fucking change, still has the FISA law in effect. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you really need to wake the fuck up and get out from whatever rock you're under. Check out what the FISA law is. Alright? We still are under that. Plus, as you will see in one of the links, there is a new law silently being pushed that's going to allow more seize and search type shit to happen to you at the airport. More than you're going through already. Property of yours, digital property, can be seized and searched and taken from you, and you could be fined if they happen to find information in there that they don't like. You know, like any digital media that you might not have gotten legally. But even without that, think about the fact that all your personal information is going to be checked out. Again, check the links. You'll see what I mean. So we're getting more and more totalitarian type shit coming through our government, despite the claims for change. We got increased military shit going on around the world. We've got an economy that's pretty much crashing and burning, despite a few people trying to tell us, oh, it's going to get better. It ain't. And in fact, it's going to be links on the side letting you know just what the economy is really looking like. It's going to get worse. It's already worse than what they've said it was going to be like. Hell, I just heard on the freaking radio on the news where they were admitting that we were already supposed to be in the recovery stage at this point, and it looks like it's getting worse. But yet they're not telling us that. So with a crashing economy, you're going to get a lot more people out of work, and a lot more people with no money, and a lot more people losing homes, and a lot more people starving. And as Bob Marley once said in a song of his, a hungry mob is an angry mob. Now what makes it worse is that powers that be have already considered that there's going to be a lot of unrest around here. There's already a lot of pissed off people in this country for a variety of reasons, all with different ideologies. It's not just the fact that people are hungry and starving that's pissing them off, and they happen to see the affluent getting away with all their tax dollars. You also got to remember that you still got people who hate other people in this country, and there is no compromise. You got the fanatical Christians hating anyone who's not a fanatical Christian. You got the motherfuckers who want to kill the gays. You got the motherfuckers who still want to kill black people. You got the motherfuckers who want to kill Mexicans. You got the, people who have a thing against Asians. All that shit is still going on in this country. Now add a bad economy to it, and the fact that people are desperately trying to find somebody to blame. And then add to the fact that the government already had a sense that shit like this was going to happen, which is why we're getting troops that are going to be monitoring us by the year 2010. And that's old news. I know there's going to be some people hearing me go, what? Look that shit up. This is not new information. They're already prepared to deal with us. And it's because we're predictable. We don't do shit. We don't fight back. We don't do anything to fight our eroding rights. And things are going to get ugly real quick. Check the links. Do the information. Do more research if you have to. Stay abreast of the real news. Stop paying attention to some woman with 8 kids who can't handle them. Fuck Paris Hilton. Fuck trying to pay attention to so what? AIG is getting millions of dollars. Who the fuck cares? That was not the real news. All this stuff is to distract you for what is really going on. It's just to get you emotionally angry. Put it this way. Anything that's put on TV that is meant to give you an emotional reaction, and that you see that all the time in the news. It doesn't matter what type of news it is, whether it's Fox or whether it's MSNBC. Whenever they put something on the news that is guaranteed to get a rise out of you, it's a distraction from the real shit that would really get the rise out of you to do something about it. I'm pretty sure what I just said about the laws that they're going to be seizing your laptops and other digital players and things like that is going to go, what the fuck? That's the type of shit that might actually make you get up and do something. Hearing about some mother with 8 kids just makes you complain. Which is what Americans are damn good at, complaining. Not really doing anything, but complaining. And it's because of this atmosphere of people not knowing what the hell is going on and being rather content to be comfortable and staying in their homes and not doing anything about shit. That's why I have this rather pessimistic view that we are not going to be able to change shit. Especially since Americans, after electing one guy who I knew wouldn't really do anything. But after electing one guy and they expecting him to do everything, they aren't going to do shit themselves. Change can't come from one person. Change has to come from a group of motherfuckers. It's the citizens that elect change, not its leaders. Any anarchist can tell you that. We're out of time. There's not going to be any change except for the worse. I mean, I'm really hoping somebody proves me wrong. But at this point, I think the way things are going, we're out of options. Do the links, click the links, do the research, look up the real news, and get yourself a plan. Make something up to protect yourself in case shit hits the fan, because I have a very bad feeling that it will. Again, this is not fear-mongering. I'm not doing any predicting end of the world shit. I'm not some nut who believes that there are going to be some spaceships coming down and kidnapping people. No, I'm just being a realist. Times are going to be bad. Times are going to be hard. People are going to go crazy. We already got families who are committing suicide over this shit. There are going to be other people who aren't willing to just go out alone. Come up with a plan. At this point, it will be ridiculous not to. But whatever you do, start paying attention to some real news. I say this type of video is futile because most people put up these type of videos to wake the masses up. Now it's too late for that. There is no waking up. This is now just to the people who already are paying attention to shit like this, or who want to keep their eyes open. This is for you guys. Check the links, do the research, have a plan. That's it. I'll put up more Q&A videos later.